Hello and welcome to a plane on a lovely fun-filled holiday island we are travelling to. So I go back to a normal solo game as the last selection of squad matches I've been doing quite poorly today, even for myself. So I wanted something a little bit different. Just take something hopefully a bit simpler. For the moment, just to see if I can shake it off a little bit. And the likelihood of one-on-ones, as much as people like being sneaky in solo, generally speaking, I have a feeling will prove a bit, or at least the possibility and probability of being a bit more successful, as I was getting a bit annoyed with some of my actions and ability in two empty rooms bits, or little bits, not necessarily rooms. We'll go to you. Should probably be a bit more. We have a backpack anyway, but we probably should be a bit more discerning about just what we're picking up, really, and looking for a proper. Come on, open the door. There we are. Looking for a proper weapon. That's the words. There we are. Actually, get them out. Draw, not too fast. I'll put you on. Let's put that on. We grab one of those. He says we should probably be more discerning while continuing to just pick Tat up. Right. So, yeah, odds and ends. I already have one of those. I want the other one. Where's the other one? The other one's got the extended mag on it. Alright, just reload that. Right, onwards. Where to go? Maybe we do go this sort of direction. Didn't see anyone initially dropping on it. Possibility it's still, we get the right angle for starters. Possibility it is still clear. A few more buildings, a few more opportunities for stuff. As the initial little haul there was a bit light. I know it's only a small little pair of buildings, admittedly, but expect a bit more than that. Or maybe not expect, but hope for a bit more than that. So keep an eye on the buildings. Can't see the obvious movement in the windows, and there are at least some of the doors are shut. Can't see the other ones properly. Okay, we have a proper rifle. Yeah, we have a bit of space. We're not too fussed about the 7.62 ammo without an appropriate weapon for it. Keep the shotgun at the moment for building work. Hats always of use. A bit sloppy there, missing the door, but oh well. Keep it moving. Get the place cleared quickly, and then it won't matter anyway. First aid of use there. Should probably load the other weapon at some point. Let's see, what was that? Those things are actually useful, so we shall actually pick them up. Take a moment to grab that. We got a coat, not too fussed about that, thank you very much. I don't know, I like them and all, but it just gives you, I don't know, slightly too clean lines. They seem to be a bit too obvious when in them, even more so than normal. So, having said we want some more stuff, it's not an awesome selection they're providing at the moment, is it? Up we go, almost finished with it all. Keep picking up the grenadey bits because they do have use. Yeah, that is a pretty slim haul for another cluster of buildings there. That's a bit of a shame. Right. Take a moment. Where shall we? There's a lot of people in that direction. And this little blue building in the field is quite open, admittedly, and not huge, but if we grab that and then move our way up then to the right, maybe something like that. There we are. Or maybe just move from there up and then make a decision to see what the time and things are like by that point. Probably won't have the pistol, the circle closed by that point. But let's see, sniper mag. Do we have a? We don't have a vest yet. Even a quick draw is not all that fussed anyway, to be quite honest. I know they do have their uses, but especially as this is a straight solo match, I'm not too fussed at all unless I've already got the weapon it goes with. So, have a little run on. So no proper scopage. I don't think I should put that red dot on yet, have I? I might. Or not might, probably should do that, taking up space. Right, these... Well, that took a while, didn't it? There's a smoke over there as well. Anything of use? Not really, no. So I'm going to take the time to recheck those buildings as he was leaving it. However, I went through nearly a clip myself, and he did a bit of spray and pray with probably an Uzi there as well, so that was quite noisy. So try and keep an eye out for others in the vicinity. I don't really want to go through the door on this one. I'd prefer to go through the opening on the other side. So we need to work on actually taking a moment with our accuracy. But the only thing that got us through that one was the fact he had a crap weapon for the range we engaged him at. Let's actually put a couple of those bits on as we have them. Walk up the stairs backwards in case anyone's up the stairs. Not all that much stuff is there. Well, I know I said I don't like them, and I'm still not particularly fond, but also, as stated, we already have the weapon, so might as well use something with a marginal degree of bonus, even if we're not too fussed about the extent of that bonus. It is better than not. So, move to the next buildings. Just going to go through the little one first. That's a vehicle. I think he might have stopped. Now, I'm going to grab at least a few more of these. Enough pistol. Could use some more. What is it? Rifle. M16, 5.56 ammo. Now. Is that a footstep, or was that just me opening the door? Might have just been me opening the door. I'm still concerned about that vehicle we heard while we were in here. Okay. So movements will be muffled. I think that person, it would seem like, with whatever vehicle, did not come in this direction. Right, having said, we shall swap that over. Keep the red dot. It still maintains use if we get further. So I may chill out in this building for a little while. To get somewhere a bit better, to give us a view of the surrounding area, maybe, or at least some of the... I don't really want to open the doors, not the external ones anyway. Yes, as I say, I wouldn't mind a bit more of a view of outside. I just want to let the circle close up and then see in what direction we want to move on. Okay, so yes, everything's loaded up. We've got pistol suppressor, nothing on the main gun. We've got some bits in case we pick up a SMG. Don't know if I'll need them, but we've got the bag space, so that is not an issue. Just wait for the circle to finish its thing off. Okay, that's interesting. So we've still got a fairly large size, so I wouldn't expect us to be able to stay here indefinitely, and to be honest, could use some more stuff. However, you got the same old thing that the more you move around, the more likely you are to get shot at. So, however, I don't particularly feel like just chilling here. Strikes me as a little dull. Did I not check that room? I can't actually remember. It could be either way. I can't remember if I checked those two rooms or not. Right. So is that a extend? No, it's another quick draw. Right. So I think move down, or just straight across. Possibly. So back to this one and take a bit of a move. Cross, I think, rather than down. Still, this is quite a popular area. Those buildings, those doors are open. So the section to the left has at least been looted. Whether or not it has anyone in it still is not obvious. And the thing with solo is a bit different to the like quite a few days I've not been doing, although I have been so low, I've not been doing solo games. So there is a bit of a difference to the general actions other people take, the sort of like, right, so that's shots. I'm not sure if it's directly ahead or which sort of cluster of buildings, or the potential of it being just past, maybe. Didn't hear any. There's a vehicle or a person over to the left, sort of behind the tree trunk and the bushy tree bit at the moment. I can see if that was a vehicle or a person in that sort of direction. Tempting to sort of creep up and get a better idea of where the cracks are coming from. Right. I will admit, I think my overall preferred mode is probably straight duo. I've done a few of those off camera, and the ability to have a second pair of eyes assisting you is pretty damn useful. I'm just going to swap to the shotgun in case they are on top of us here. Up those two. It's being quiet, listening for movement there. How far we got? We got a bit more travel time on the circle, so I'm going to continue searching for where those cracks were coming from a little earlier on. You don't like the angle of that door, we'll go back out the other one. La la la. Ooh, nice and quiet and sneaky. I haven't had any more shots, so now the choke does certainly have its uses. However, as we're using the shotty on the shorter end of its range, how far am I? A bit more, and it's a plane, not a vehicle. I do quite like retaining the spread, surprisingly enough. There are occasions where that will save your poor aim, or if the person moves in an unexpected direction, you'll still clip them with the pellet spread. So depends. If the shotgun was our only weapon, I'd probably pick it up and use it, as it does also then give you a bit more range, or more usable range, as it does decrease the spread, and that makes it, we're only talking fractions really, but it gives you a little bit more distance to play with. Right. So I'm still expecting, ooh, the circle only just clips these buildings. I'm expecting to be moved up on at some point by people from outside. We've still got a fair few alive. I'm also expecting, unless they've moved on, someone to be in one of these buildings. Really? Just having a listen. It still had a little distance on it, but that doesn't mean it was the same person from earlier. Just take a moment, listen again. No sounds. So, no people either. Okay. I prefer a shotgun still over a submachine gun. So there'll be a bit of movement from around us, I would expect, as I would expect there to have been some people in those directions. I might try and take a moment to check through these rooms. Taking a few moments to get some sound, as talking does cover up some of the quieter sounds you can potentially hear. I always forget there's a second room off of this one. Not that there's anything in it. Okay. Oh well. Anything outside the little window? It's relatively close. Right. There's this bit. So we're in the middle of the compound out of this door, and maybe they're over there rather than within this one. Yeah, not being quite noticeably cautious, admittedly. Let's just open and see what happens. Right, immediate. Swap back to this for a little dart across the courtyard. Do some treesy bits. Okay, no immediate fire. Oh, that's a garage, not a building. Should sort of know that one by now. Move across to that one. And I'm going to be extremely surprised if there's no one in the entire compound. It's possible. May just be we haven't found the right building that they've been in yet. However, circle's closing up nicely, so I'm going to wait a moment. A couple moments. See how much further we now have to shift. Ooh, a fair way, and that's not a nice way either. Quite open. That's footsteps. See if they come in. I expect them to continue past. Don't see them having moved on though. However, timing wise, we do also need to get a move on ourselves. So I might use this bit. So, unconvinced about our options. There's the possibility of using the bike, I suppose. It's exceedingly noisy, however. Just sort of taking a bit of a zoom across and let's try it. We've got a fair distance to move for how long we happen to have. So where do I want to actually go? Let's actually go sort of over here. See how good people are at aiming. Alright, let's get the move. Another thing initially, so possible surprise working for us. Go back to where we were earlier. Not directly, but no, not hit the tree. Well done. Shift on, get out, away from the really noisy bike. So I would expect, or think it entirely possible, that people may play along with this building, although the door is still open. No. Okay, onwards. So keep an eye out. What a horrific amount of distance we need to move. No, you don't put the weapon away, that's a silly idea. What angle do we want to take this? Now there's going to be people from the top. I think we move down and around, sort of thing. See what we see. Not much so far. at the vehicle. It is a concern. And two aspects. One, someone probably got out of it. And two, it's quite a noticeable visual thingamabob, which will draw the eyes of other people, which is also a concern. Ooh, there's a crate over there. That could possibly even be close to, or if not still in, the damn circle as well. The next one, I mean. Where around it, I can't. What's up there? No, I think that's just a bush. I can't see anyone, which does not mean there are no people there. It just means I can't see them. So I have to move towards continued cover. The main concern currently, well, there is only 8, admittedly, but is getting surrounded rather than anything else. Now we're still out of the circle at the box. To the tree we go then. And this one's still outside as well. So move up again. See if this one's just within. I don't think you are you? No. Now I'm extremely surprised I've not seen anyone. Extremely surprised. Can't. Oh, there's someone. Oh, that went well. Possible, not definite. No. So injured, not killed. Still 8, and we need to move. Oh dear, someone's gone to the crate because that's a big thump. Right, I'm going to move this way around it. Yeah, someone went down there. Just how injured they will remain depends entirely on how much health they've found up to this point. So we're down to 5. I think I'm going to stick to some heavier cover and try and return fire instead. Not that I can actually see anyone yet. Now we know someone dropped into that sort of area, but 3 odd people have died since that point. I'm also currently with the direction of the shots. More concerned about that way than this way. We are moving, so let's leg it to the rock, and I can't see anyone just yet. I can hear people. We're down to what, 4? This isn't within. Go to the tree. I'm expecting to be shot out of the darkness somewhere, as my visibility for people is not doing well. I can't see where they are anywhere, and with the sheer smallness of the circle, I sort of would expect some kind of visibility by now. Ooh, that was bloody close. Tum. 3 people, no visual sighting of anyone. Not a happy bunny. I think they can see each other, because that does not appear to be coming towards me. Well, he was already injured because I didn't do well enough. Well, I got a headshot, I suppose, but I still would say he was already injured. Oh, that's not a nice sound. I cannot see where it's coming from, though, which concerns me quite significantly. Because I think he's going to flank my tree, as he obviously knows where I am. I cannot see them currently. As I'm able to cancel it with movement. I'll pop that. It might be a useful thing if I don't get an immediate death. But I still can't see where they are at all. They were in that general direction. But I can't see them. Which is what's disturbing me. I can't even see flickers of movement anywhere. Decidedly, and as they know where I am, even, I don't really want to move too much in case they are waiting for me to move. If they happen to have enough health items to do so, they could potentially be outside the actual circle itself and be trying to wait me out. That was pretty damn close. Ah, maybe I should have had it zoomed in. That was so bloody close. Both happy and not happy with that. That was so bloody close. And we could almost have had, or not even almost, no, almost had it. We could have had that one. So damn close.